you guys. So, guess what? We are filming today, and say hi to Cindy. Remember Cindy? She went to Kelowna. She used to be here with us. Yeah, Catherine, you probably met her, but Brenda, you probably didn't. Anyways, she's joining us online. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
There we go. Okay. So, anyways, what do you guys need today? Anything? Hey? Good old everything. Okay, actually I thought about today I might do kind of like a basic class, like almost like not yoga for beginners, but a yoga basics kind of thing. And let's like run through some chaturangas and let's run through some basic poses and remind ourselves about all the wonderful things that we should be and are thinking about when we're doing yoga. So let's start with closing the eyes. Sitting up nice and tall, grounding down through your sit bones, opening up across your chest. Send your shoulder blades in towards your spine, down towards your hips. Sink yourself down and lift yourself back up on your inhale. Making sure to pay attention to your breath and how it gently expands the whole front side of you. And as you draw that air in through your nostrils, follow it down. See how long you can take to get that breath in. Release the muscles around your belly and let your belly expand with the first part of your breath. And when you let it back out, just softly let it go. Feel your belly gently contracting, maybe getting all the way in. And take your next breath where you pull the air in through your nose. You feel your belly expanding as the breath goes in deep. And then the bottom rib cage area, top of your belly, lower rib cage, that expands. The next part of your breath. And when you let the breath go, let that release. And feel your belly deflating, drawing in, slightly contracting. And try not to get that panicky feeling. Just slow and controlled, start to take the next breath in. Feel your belly ballooning. Feel lower rib cage area expanding. And then feel the very top of your chest with the fullest part of your inhalation. Feel a widening across your collarbones, expansion throughout your whole rib cage area. And you're taking the fullest breath that you can. And try to let that out in those three parts, letting the top breath and expansion fade, then the lower rib cage, and then finally your belly deflates and starts to contract in. So I'll stop talking, I'll give you a few moments to try to take that three-part breath on your own. Breathing in the three parts, breathing out in the three parts, trying to keep the breath slow and steady, full and gentle. Try to keep the idea of that with you throughout your practice. Okay? And now we're going to add in also making sure that you are feeling your body and how it's moving as you breathe. So as you breathe in and your front torso gets big and expanded bit by bit, you're also lengthening up your spine, creating long length wherever you can, whether you're standing or sitting, from the ground all the way up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, everything grounds down. Pretend like you are rolling off your shoulders any tension, any pollution, anything in your body that you don't need. Let it roll off your shoulders and all the way down. When you're seated, it goes down past your hips. When you're standing, it's going to go down past your heels. Just use every cycle of breath to lengthen up and then ground yourself down. So now we're going to get into our practice. I'm going to invite you to come inhale forward onto all fours, coming into cat-cow. Okay. Get open across your collarbones. Get planted through your hands. Let the heels of your hands really plant down into the mat. They're right underneath your shoulders, maybe like right at the top front part of your shoulders. Okay, they're shoulder width apart. And when you start with your cat-cows, as you inhale, tilt your tailbone up. Let the rest of your spine follow into an arc. As you inhale, gaze goes up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, tilt your tailbone down. Let the rest of your spine follow until your chin is tucked and you're poofed up. Shoulders poofed, everything towards the ceiling. Okay? Inhale starts with the tailbone, then one vertebra at a time, follow suit. And the exhale takes you the other direction. So don't worry now about my breath or anybody else's. Close your eyes if you can and just flow through, letting the movement take just as long as your breath. Connect your mind with your body. Okay. Couple more. Good stuff. Okay, so then we're going to find a neutral spine. So your torso is nice and level with your mat. You're going to tuck your toes. We're going to go into a down dog really specifically. Okay, so as you plant your hands into your mat, I want you to get wide across your shoulders. I want you to bend into your elbows a little bit, or a lot, and I want you to notice that your elbows are pointing in towards your hips. Okay, so basically I've got your biceps facing forward. You want to keep this engagement in your arms the whole time. Right now I've got you low and you're like, ooh, my arms are starting to burn, right? That's all right, we're starting to get that little bit of upper body strength already, but I want you to keep that when you go through your downward facing dogs, your chaturangas, all of the things. Okay, so you can straighten your arms back up, but try to keep it so your biceps are facing forward. It might look like a micro bend in your elbows. We're staying wide across the collarbones, we're tucking the toes. Make sure your knees are at least as far back as your hips, and they're hip width distance apart. We're gonna make the belly nice and strong, hover the knees, just barely. The lower your knees are to the mat, the more strength you can feel your belly requiring. Okay. When you can, you're going to shift your hips back so they hover over your heels. Your arms are kind of straight, and if you look at your wrists, there's no crease in them. You've got as long string of a line along your arms from your fingers to your shoulders as you can. Your gaze is going to go down to the mat. Your thighs are burning, your belly is strong. We're going to inhale, send your sit bones up towards the ceiling, come into a toe squat. So your heels are above your toes. A little bit of a stretch or a big stretch. Okay. As you exhale, let your heels come down towards the mat, downward facing dog. Don't worry if your heels are touching or not. Just feel that stretch along the backs of your legs, your hamstrings. I want you to push into your hands and try to shift your hips and your armpits further away from your wrists. Then you can start to walk it out, opposite knee bends. Just knees bending one at a time, straight forward, pedaling through your feet. You can take a toe squat each time. Okay. I want you to feel how every time you pedal through your feet, the hamstring, maybe even the calf, all the way down the straight leg gets a good stretch. Okay. We're going to walk our feet forward for a forward fold. Okay. Hamstrings are stretching, sit bones are tracking towards the back of the room and wide. Crown of the head is tracking away from the hips, and you're just folded as deeply as you can. It doesn't matter if you're touching the mat, doesn't matter how deep you're going, as long as you can feel your hamstrings and a straight spine, hinged at the hips. We're going to inhale for a halfway lift. Okay. Bring your chest parallel to the mat as much as you can. Get wide across your collarbones. It doesn't matter if your hands are touching your legs, touching the floor, or just hovering. I want you to get wide, so take your shoulder blades together. Squeeze them in towards your spine, down towards your hips. I want you to pretend like the crown of your head is reaching forward and your sit bones are going wide and reaching back, the union of opposites. Exhale for a forward fold. Okay. Soften your knees, strengthen your belly. Inhale, roll yourself up. Head is the last to rise. Okay. We're going to roll the shoulders up, back and down. Send the hands down to the sides. You're standing about the center of your mat. Okay. You're going to inhale, open up across your chest. Exhale, send the fingertips down towards the mat, the floor beside you. We're going to soften through the knees, tuck the sit bones down. Close your eyes if you can so that you can really tune into your body. Ground your feet down. Press the heels of your feet into the mat, the balls of your feet into the mat. Pinky edges plant into the mat, and if you can, you're gripping your mat with your toes. Okay. Feel your legs starting to engage. Try to get as heavy as you can through your feet, as if you could plow right through the ground, straight like a fence post. You're going to try to roll your thighs inward and your calves out. Your knees are soft. They're not necessarily bent, they're just soft. Feel that engagement all the way up your legs right to your hip crease. Then bring that up through your belly and your core. Mula Bandha, that's your root block. It's like your pelvic bowl. See if you can engage within your pelvic bowl. Mula Bandha, your belly. Draw your navel in and then up underneath your rib cage like an elevator. Hala Bandha, that's the base of your throat. I want you to think about this space right around your middle of the collarbones. See if you can engage it, but still keep your collarbones open and wide. Then bring your attention to your shoulders, from your shoulder caps down the length of your arms, active and strong like lightning bolts. Lift up through the crown of your head, get tall towards the ceiling, and exhale, ground yourself down. You're going heavy again. Think of yourself like a fence post, getting just piled into the earth. Okay? Going down strong. Every muscle in your body is working. Your eyes are closed if you can, so that you can feel everything engaging. If you notice your feet disengage, bring them back. Bring your awareness back to your legs, re-engage. Thighs are rolled in, calves are rolled out. Bring it up through your core, all three areas, but especially Uddiyana Bandha, navel. Draw it in towards your spine. Space across your chest, activation down your arms. Length up your spine past the crown of your head. We're going to take a breath in together a few times, releasing it back out, and then the next time we breathe in, we'll release completely on the exhalation. So breathing in together. Exhale, flop out of this. Feel it. Roll through your wrists, move through your hips, shoulders. Close your eyes and take your little mini diva dance. It's all about you, letting yourself release. Then when we're ready, we're going to meet again, center of the mat, opening across the chest. Nice. Hands down. Feel that strength all the way through your arms. Soften the knees, engage through the legs. Bring that engagement up through your core, past the crown of your head. When you're ready, inhale, bring your arms up overhead. We're going to forward fold, soft knees, strong belly. Exhale, forward fold, pivot at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Open across your chest. Remember, if you bent your elbows in a little bit, they're going to track towards your hips. We're going to take the knees down to do a gentle one for the first one. Stay open across your chest. You have to keep bringing that back. As you inhale, pull the crown of your head away from your knees. As you exhale, bring your chest down to the mat. Chest is going to touch first, then belly and pelvis release to the mat. Inhale, draw your crown forward and your shoulders back. Exhale, lift up for a cobra. Inhale, lengthen, pull your crown away from your hips. Exhale, bring your nose back down to the mat. Inhale, lift your belly and pelvis. And as you exhale, your chest and your belly stay flat as you push yourself up to all fours. We're going to shift back, sit your hips to your heels, extended child's pose. You can leave your knees together or you can take your knees wide. Slide your hands forward, try to keep your hips tracking with your heels. See if you can get your armpits to get a little closer to the mat. Take a nice big breath in. You're lengthening along your spine from your sit bones through your crown. And as you exhale, let everything ground down towards the mat, flat as you can go. Next inhale, we're coming up to all fours. Walk the knees back underneath the hips. Going back into cat-cow to let this go. Inhaling, belly down, gaze up. Exhaling, gaze down, back arched. Shifting back up for down dog when you're ready. Hands are planted in, biceps are facing forward. Chest is open and wide, toes are tucked. Knees are underneath hips, belly is strong. Lift the knees, shift the hips back. Inhale, send the hips up. Exhale, send the heels down. We'll walk it out, giving everybody time to get there. Okay, and this time as you walk it out, let's make sure to get into the hips. So now, as your knee bends forward, twist it underneath your body a little bit. So you can feel a twist in your spine, and you can feel a pull on the sides of your hips. Okay, we're gonna still our down dog here. And as you inhale, take your right leg up, one-legged dog. Both front hip points facing down towards the mat. Check out your pinky toe of that foot. When you look right up at it, point your pinky toe down. That's gonna keep your hips nice and level. Okay. When you're ready, we're gonna step this right foot forward for a lunge. So bend into your knee, step your foot forward, drag it forward, do whatever you need. Okay, we're gonna sink the pelvis down, bring it forward. You're up high on the back foot, so your toes are planted, your heel is high. Okay, have your blocks ready if you need that extra space. Draw your crown forward, press into your feet. We're gonna activate the legs before we come up here. So as you press firmly into that front foot, can you feel, when you press into the heel of your foot, you can feel your leg, the back side, your glutes starting to work. Press into the ball of the foot and your quads working. Press into the pinky edge, they're both working. Now I want you to pretend like you're rolling that front thigh under or trying to push it towards the mat. Push heavily into that foot. Okay? Now get into the back foot, push it like you're trying to send that foot back to the wall behind you. Activate that whole leg. See if you can just talk to the glutes. Pretend like you're rolling your thighs in, squishing them together. Okay? Once your legs are nice and strong, your belly wants to engage. Get open across your chest, hover your hands. If you weren't activating your legs, you sure are now, hey? There you go. We're gonna check out, we're putting some pressure here, so make sure your knee is in line with the center line of your foot. You also wanna have your knee in line with the front hip point. Okay, so we've got those hands hover. We're gonna slowly bring them up. Maybe land the hand on the thigh. Tuck your sit bones down as you lift your chest over top of your hips. Sink a little deeper if you can. Push into that back foot. Remember, you're squeezing your thighs together, legs are super active. We're gonna release the hands down to the sides and maybe inhale, bring them up. Okay, it's all little steps, it's all maybes, and you take what you want and you leave the rest. There's our high lunge. We're gonna exhale, bring the hands down, land your hands, step back, down dog, walk it out, it's gonna feel good. Yeah. Okay, we're going to even that out on the other side. So when you're ready, inhale, left leg rises, one-legged dog. Okay. Check out that your front hip point is facing down. You can use your pinky toe to judge. When you're ready, inhale, bring that knee in, and exhale, step that foot forward. Okay, set up your lunge so your knee is tracking with your foot. Okay. You're scissoring at the hips. Heel is right underneath the knee if you can. Good stuff. We're gonna start by intentionally activating the legs. Push into this front foot. Feel your whole front leg. Make sure that you can feel that it's active and it's strong and it's doing what it's supposed to do. Then take your awareness to your back leg. Do the same thing. Push into the ball of that foot and push it away from you. Feel that leg engaging all the way up to the hip. Let your belly get strong so when you start to hover your hands, okay, you don't sacrifice your belly. Okay? Hover for a couple of breaths. Feel the legs are engaged, feel the core is engaged. Try to open up across the chest and the crown of your head away from your back heel. Slow and controlled, good save. Come up, land your hand on your thigh. Now you're gonna notice you might be able to sink in a little bit more deeply. Stay open across your chest. Stay strong in your legs. Okay. Next, inhale, you are lengthening up from your back heel to the crown of your head. Release your hands down to the sides. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and with an inhale, bring your arms up. Maybe you bring your chest a little higher. It's a lot of work, right? So we keep breathing. As soon as you recognize you're doing a lot of work, the tendency is to hold your breath. So we're gonna keep breathing. One more breath here. And then slow and controlled, we're gonna come back down, land the hands, step the foot back, down dog, walk it out. Whew. Okay, walk your feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up on the inhale. Okay, and we're gonna fold right back down on your exhale, forward fold. Soft knees, strong belly. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Okay, we're gonna go down for the chaturanga, the high to low plank. You can choose if you're gonna do it from your knees or your feet for this one. Either way, you're open across the chest. Your chest is gonna come down first. As you exhale, chest comes down level with the hips. As you inhale, upward facing dog. Okay. And as you exhale, downward facing dog, walk it out. Okay. Less steps in that one. Okay. So when I call our chaturangas, you can choose which one you want. We're always going to meet in down dog. So you've got time to do even one. Okay. We're going to inhale, take the right leg up, one-legged dog. Okay. Exhale, bend the knee in. Inhale, step that foot forward, stay low. Okay. We're going to come up for warrior one this time. Leg has to be nice and strong, just like with the lunge. You're exactly where you were before. Only this time when we come up, we're going to pivot the back foot 445. So legs are nice and engaged. We're going to shift the back foot. Okay, so the whole foot comes down if you can. Belly is strong, legs are strong. Inhale, coming all the way up. Sink a little deeper into it. Okay. Try to take your left hip point forward. I need to shorten my stance to do it, and that's perfectly okay. Okay, so watch, we've got some warrior 2 feet in there. So warrior 1, you're about a 45-degree angle, so your both front hip points can be facing forward. You're still sinking deep into it. You're tucking your sit bones down towards your mat. Belly is strong, reaching up. We might add in a little back bend to this one. Gaze can go to the ceiling. Belly stays where it is. Chest and gaze can look up to the ceiling and you can reach back with your hands. Remember to deepen back into that front knee if you've lost it. Push into your feet, legs are strong, belly is strong. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring your hands down, step back, down dog, walk it out. Whew. All right, as soon as you're ready, you're gonna inhale, left leg up, one-legged dog. Okay, give yourself a few breaths here. Use your inhales to lengthen, your exhales to bring your armpits and your chest closer to your mat. Okay. Then we're going to draw the knee in, step it forward, stay low. Okay. Line up your front leg so you've got your knee over top of your heel. Okay. Then we're going to step the back foot into a warrior 1, so it's a 45-degree angle. Legs get strong, belly is strong, chest starts to lift, hands start to hover. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen from the back heel to the crown, and start to push yourself up. Okay. Once you've arrived, sink back into that front knee. Then notice if your legs are strong or not. Push into the pinky edges of your feet. Okay. You can always close your eyes to challenge your balance. Okay. But I want you to think about pulling out your right hip point, right hip, front hip. Probably went back on you. I want you to draw it forward. Good. We're going to take the back bend if it makes sense for you. Gaze can come up. Arms are plugged into the shoulder sockets. Thumbs can start to go back. Gaze and top chest follows. And Nice big breath in here. You've made a bow shape across the whole front part of your body. Inhale, bring yourself back forward. Exhale, hands come down, step back, down dog, walk it out. Whew. Okay, we're stepping the feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up on the inhale. We're taking hands to heart on the exhale. Release your arms to the side, take a break. Let go. Yes. Right. There you go. Okay. Taking a Tadasana when you're ready. So you're about center of your mat. Shoulders roll up, back, and down. So you can extend your arms down towards the floor. Open across the chest. Active through the arms. Soften your knees. Plant your feet down. Feel all places of your feet. The heels, the balls, the toes, the pinky edges. The only thing lifting up, not contacting the mat, is the arch of your foot. Roll your thighs in, your calves out. Activate all the way up to the hip crease. Bring that up through the core. I'll just say Uddiyana Bandha this time. Navel in and up. Open across the chest, length down the arms. Lift up through the crown, close your eyes. As you exhale, ground down. Feel like you go through your mat equally throughout the entire sole of each foot. When you're ready, inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, soft knees, strong belly, forward fold. Okay, legs straighten when you get there, feel your hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift, feel your shoulder blades pinching together, crown extending long. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. We're staying in high plank for a breath here. Open across your chest. Okay, shift your feet back. Take your front hip points and your lowest rib cage. Picture those two body parts. Try to squish them together. Okay, active through your arms. So if you bend your elbows, they're going to track in towards your hips. Okay, pushing into the heels of your hand and the pad underneath your knuckles. Gripping the mat with your fingers if you can. Okay? Staying long through the crown, from the heels of your feet through the crown of your head is long, but your underside is trying to scooch together. Okay? So it's again union of opposites. Long across your backside, heels to back of head, crunched in on the inside. Chest and belly flat together. You got this, good stuff. Okay? As soon as if you ever feel that your belly or your hips get lower than your chest, that's when you're sacrificing your back and you need to take your knees down. So let's take the knees down together now. Oof, what a big difference that makes, right? Okay, so we're gonna do another gentle chaturanga. We're gonna stay open across the chest, but we're gonna find that strength through the belly like we just did in our full high plank. Draw your lowest rib cage towards your front hip points. And as you exhale, start to bend down. Chest is going to touch first, then belly and pelvis release. Okay. Inhale, get long. Sometimes you need to even walk your chest forward as you pull your elbows back. Inhale, lift up for a cobra. Okay. And we're going to hover on this one. Maybe you're going to lift your feet. Maybe you're going to lift your hands. You're going to keep breathing. Okay. Exhale, land your hands, land your feet. Bring your nose back to the mat. Inhale, tuck your tailbone down so your belly and pelvis get lighter on the mat. And as you exhale, pushing up hands and knees, keeping your torso level the whole time. Shift your hips back to your heels. Extended child's pose. Maybe we're taking the knees wide, landing the forehead, giving yourself a break. The purpose of this extended child's pose is to rest. Okay? If you brought any strain into your low back from any of the back bends we did or any of the movements, now's the time that's going to be nice and neutral. So notice your low back is neutral. Notice your arms get to rest. And if you found yourself getting short in the breath, now's the time to make sure that you're bringing it back. So you can get those long, slow, steady inhalations back. back up to all fours. Walk the knees underneath the hips, the hands underneath the shoulders. Get open across the chest. Tuck your tailbone down. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Shift your hips back. Inhale, send them up. Exhale, heels down. You're in downward facing dog. Walk it out. You want to get twisty in the hips, go ahead and get twisty in the hips. Do what feels good for you to walk this dog out. We're going to take warrior two this time. So when you're ready, inhale, right leg rises, one-legged dog. Remember to point those pinky toes down, good job. Pinkies down. Then we're going to exhale, bend the knee in, step the foot forward. Okay, warrior two back foot, we're going to take the toes to face the long edge of the mat. So you're just going to pivot your back foot so your pinky edge is parallel with the back side of your mat. I want you to make sure that your knee is right over top of your heel. Okay, legs are going to be strong before we come up. So you're going to push into your feet just like you did before. Feel your legs engaging. Hover your hands. Now you really feel your legs engaging. Okay, we're going to inhale, come up, extend the arms. Okay, sink into that front knee, watching the alignment. It's tracking with your toe, with the center line of your foot, coming right out from your hip. Sit bones are tracking down. Close your eyes, feel your feet. Press into the pinky edges and press down through both feet like you could go right through the floor. Okay. Legs are engaged, bring that up through your core, lifting through your crown. Draw your arms into your shoulder sockets, so it's squeezing your shoulder blades. Pretend like you're pressing down, like there's a strong, strong, strong breeze coming up from the floor and you have to push it down with your arms. Gaze is over your front fingers. Nice. Maybe you can sink a little deeper. Push into your feet. Can you feel your legs engaged? We're going to reverse this warrior. Flip your front palm. Inhale, draw this arm up. Back arm can go down your leg, or you can wrap it around for a half bind. You probably lost the bend in your front knee, so bring it back, good job. Reach up without moving your front leg, just stretching from the hip crease up the length of the arms. Exhale, bring your arms back, warrior two. Okay. Inhale, straighten your front leg. We're prepping for Trikonasana. As you exhale, hinge forward. Try to stay right over top of your front leg. Try not to bend into it, okay? So getting nice and lateral. Let your bottom hand down, top hand up. Doesn't matter how far down you go. Big stretch on the inside of your front leg. Active through the rest of your legs. Maybe you go a little farther, but you can see the ceiling. When you look up, look for the ceiling. If you can't see it, then your shoulder's in the way. Then lift yourself up a little bit. We're going to inhale, use this top arm to pull ourselves back up. Release your arms, pivot your toes. You're going to be pigeon-toed or equal. Just watch out for toes being wider than heels. We're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Okay. Get strong through the legs. Push into the pinky edges. Your knees are naturally going to soften. Okay. Tori, can you bring your toes in a little bit? So yeah, there you go. Nice. Okay. Open wide. Okay. And as you exhale, we're going to forward fold. Stop about halfway where you're looking down towards the mat. Find your halfway lift back. Draw your shoulder blades together, send them to your hips. Tilt your sit bones up towards the wall behind you. Get your belly strong. If you've got more space, you can go ahead and fold a little bit more. When you can't fold anymore, you can tuck your chin. Maybe your hands come to the mat, maybe not, doesn't matter. You're going to inhale, come back up, halfway lift. Soft knees, pushing your feet in, strong legs, strong belly. Inhale, come all the way up. We're going to heel toe the feet together. Come back to center of the mat and let that go. Woo. All right, it's a tough one today, okay? That's okay. We're going to rinse this one out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Okay. We're holding this one again. Okay. Anchor through the hands. Grip your mat like it's a suction cup. The only space between your mat and your hands is right at the center of your palm. Okay. We're open across the chest, long through the crown, strong through the belly. We'll do this one gentle again. Take your knees down. Inhale, draw your crown forward. Keep your belly strong. Exhale, elbows stay in as you bring your chest down. Inhale, draw your crown forward. Exhale, push up for cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down towards your hips. Okay. Inhale, lengthen, even with that squeeze, lengthen from heels to crown. Exhale, bring your nose back down to the mat. Inhale, tuck your belly and pelvis. Keep your elbows in as you exhale, push up to hands and knees. Good stuff. Tuck your toes, shift your hips back. Inhale, send your hips up. Exhale, send your heels down. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Okay, inhale, left leg rises, one-legged dog. Okay, exhale, bend the knees, step that foot forward, stay low. Okay, we're going to pivot the back foot, pinky edge parallel with the back edge of your mat. We're going to engage through the feet, pushing them both down, feeling the legs activate. Notice when the core wants to engage as well, hover your hands. Okay. When you feel ready to do this strong and controlled, inhale, lift up, extend your arms out, sink into your knee. Watch your alignment. Take your time to change it if you need to. Okay. Plug your arms into the shoulder sockets, send your shoulder blades in and down, but lift your crown high. Good. Sink a little deeper if you can. Push into your feet, engage through your arms. Okay. Remember, you can either think about pushing the air down, or you can think about wrapping your muscle around your bone. Gaze is forward, crown is strong. We're going to flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale, send the front arm up. Exhale, get deeper. Good job. Okay, 1 or 2 breaths here, you can see the ceiling. Exhale, return your arms, you're back into warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your front leg, prepping for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale, hinge forward, feel that stretch on the inside of your front leg. Then let that bottom hand down, top hand and gaze up. Get open across your chest and across your back. This is your wingspan. Your fingertips are reaching away from each other. If I had a yardstick, I could put it behind both hands and it would match. Good job. Okay, we're going to use this top hand to pull ourselves back up and out. 5-pointed star, arms are wide, feet pivot, toes are in, heels are out, or you're parallel. This time we're going to take the arms down, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We're opening through the chest, loosening up the shoulders. At one point when you go back and down, you're going to lace your fingers together behind your back. Okay? Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Again, send your knuckles down towards the mat. Keep your belly strong so your tailbone is tucked down. You've got that space between your ribcage and your front hip points, kind of sneaking together again if you can. As you exhale, hinge down, halfway lift back. You're parallel to the floor. Okay? And then if you can go even more, you're going to lift your thumbs up towards the ceiling, your laced hands as you flex down. See if you can keep your palms together, drawing your knuckles towards the ceiling. Okay, next inhale, come back to your halfway lift back. Thumbs come back to the sacrum, the low flat part of your back. Soft bend into the knees, strong through the belly. Inhale, come all the way up. Release your hands, shake out your wrists as you heel toe your feet together. Back to center, let it go. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Okay, this is an optional chaturanga. You can stay right here in high plank, or you could take a wide knee child's pose, taking your knees wide, toes together, sinking down. Okay, if you are going to take a chaturanga, take the one of your choice. I'll demo the full one again this time. So as you inhale, Heels to crown is long, belly is strong. As you exhale, you're coming down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, walk it in. Okay, we're gonna meet at center of the mat and forward fold. Walk your feet forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. All the way up on your inhale. Okay, we're going to take Utkatasana, chair pose. As you exhale, sit down. Knees and feet are doing the same thing. They could be together or they can be a little bit apart. Just make sure they're doing the same thing. Now think about your sit bones. I want you to track them down towards the backs of your heels. You're going to sit a little lower if you can. Arms are straight and strong. Pull your shoulder blades together if you can. Send the crown of your head away from your sit bones. Okay. We're going to exhale, hands to heart. We're taking a twist here. Sit a little deeper if you can. Inhale, lengthen from tailbone to crown. Exhale, twist to the right. If you can, put your left elbow on your right knee. And as you start to push your thumbs towards heart center, let your left knee pop forward. Push, gaze up to the ceiling. You've got a twist in your back, just a gentle one. Try to keep long through your spine as you keep the twist. Okay. You're gonna exhale back to center. Thighs are burning, take a break if you need it, or inhale, light through your crown. Exhale, twist to the other side. Elbow to knee. Push your palms, push your thumbs towards heart center. Let your right knee pop forward to get a deeper twist. Looking up to the ceiling if you can. You're going to exhale, unwind. Straighten your legs, let your hands fall. Just forward fold, let that go. Halfway lift on an inhale when you're ready. Fold on an exhale. All the way up on an inhale. Arms down to the sides on your exhale. Let it go, flop it. Taking the break. Yeah, I need some water too. Okay. Get into balancing. Okay. So, if you want to get near the wall, get near the wall, because we're going to do some little balancing things. Okay, so you want to start in your Tadasana. Soft knees, planted down feet. Close your eyes and bring yourself into a strong Tadasana. Grip the mat with your toes. Get heavy into the balls of your feet, the heels of your feet, the pinky edges. Roll the thighs inward, the calves out. Feel yourself getting taller as you do this. Legs are engaged. You've got a softness in the knees, but you just got taller. Bring the engagement through your belly, Uddiyana Bandha, navel in and up. Space across the chest. Engagement down the length of the arms. Lifting up through the crown. Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathing here. Everything is just perfect. We're going to slowly inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Palms touch. We're going to take a little back bend here. Soft knees, strong belly, tuck your sit bones towards the backs of your knees. Start to bring your thumbs back. Let your arms lead this one. How far will your arms go back, staying straight and strong? Press your palms together if you can. Bring your gaze up to the ceiling. Keep your belly strong, just your upper chest starts to point towards the ceiling as you lean back into it. If you feel your low back scooping, keep tucking your sit bones down. You're strong in the belly. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to take tree pose. Inhale, bring your right knee up. If you get there first and you have time, roll your ankle, challenge your balance. Good. See if you can get yourself at a triple 90, a 90-degree bend at the hip, the knee, and the ankle. Okay. Then when you're ready, inhale, open this knee out to the side. See if you can stay here for a second. You have both hip points facing forward. Okay. As you exhale, take your foot, we'll just go to the calf for today. Okay. No pressure on the knee. Standing leg is strong, so go back to thinking about the whole left side of your body. From the left foot planted into the mat, soften that knee enough so that you can lift up through the crown, engage through the shoulders, the belly, the leg. And then if you're steady, we're gonna lace the fingers, send them out forward, send the pads of your hands forward. Inhale, draw your arms up. Anytime you brought your arms up, then you can anchor them back into your shoulder sockets. Okay. Bring length from the standing foot all the way up through the crown of the head, straight and strong through your whole body. Good stuff. We're going to unflip the hands, palms come together. Send them back down to chest center. Inhale, lift your foot off your leg, knees out to the side. You've got a triple 90 if you can. Exhale, draw your knee forward, still in a triple 90. We're gonna see if we can release this with control. Step that foot down, release. That deep breath in that you wanna do, that tells you that you were really working, right? Yes, we did that. We're gonna rinse this out with a fold so that we can just really let it go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soft knees, strong belly. Inhale, roll yourself up. Head is the last to rise. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Arms come to the side. A gentle Tadasana. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, left knee comes up. See if you can get that triple 90 and then rolling through the ankle. And when you're ready, open your knee to the side. Try to keep the triple 90, but notice that your right hip point, front hip wants to travel with you. Okay? Try to keep those separate. Land your foot on your shin, your calf. Okay? Then start to stand up straight. Bring your awareness, once you've moved the left side, bring your awareness back to your strong, steady right side. Okay? From the foot, up the length of the leg, through the torso and the crown, even across the shoulders. Press those palms together, that's gonna help. If you're gonna lace the fingers this time, see if you can get the other pinky on the outside. So shift your hands so it feels awkward. Send your insides of your hands forward and inhale, bring them up. Okay. Keep your arms plugged into your shoulder sockets. Focus on strong and steady for a moment. Maybe even bring your gaze up. Release the bind of the hands, plant the hands together, down to heart center. Inhale, take your foot off your leg, triple 90. Draw this knee forward, exhale, step it down, and let it
go. You feel it in the calves, at least for me anyway.
Okay.
I'm feeling it, yes, the burn. It's a good burn.
A good burn? Okay, good. All right, let's rinse it out. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, just step back to a down dog, walk it out. Okay, so if that really, you felt that in your calves for anyone else too, down dog is a good opportunity to get a stretch in your calves. Sometimes you have to lean into it in a different way. Sometimes you need to try to lift your toes or hinge over to pinky edges a little bit. But if you play around with it, you can hopefully get those calves. Good stuff. Okay. So we are going to take fire hydrant pose so we can go into a half pigeon. We're going to inhale, take the right leg up, one-legged dog. And this is where we can really notice pinky toe is facing down, your front hip point is facing down. You're going to bend your knee. And now you're going to inhale, stack your hips, so draw that knee up towards the ceiling. Okay, and if you're really open, you can feel that your right hip point is now facing the side edge of your mat. Fire hydrant pose. Feel that nice big stretch along the inside the front of that hip into the belly. Okay, then we're gonna exhale, wind back down, front hip point facing down. Inhale, take your right knee to your right wrist, and your shin falls across your mat. Good. We're gonna walk that foot down the mat, the back leg. So make sure that you're scissored at the hips as best you can. Okay? Both thighs are parallel with the long edges of your mat. That's how you can tell. If there's any indication of stress in your knees, you're flipping over for figure 4. You guys know that. We're going to recognize that you probably have a gap at your right buttock and your mat. Tuck something in there if you can, if you've got something. Okay, take your hands close to your hips, lengthen up. We're gonna keep this length as we exhale, bring chest down. Okay, when you come down as far as you're gonna go, you need to relax into this one. So rest your head. Use whatever props you have to support your hips so they're even. We're scissoring at the hips. Okay, and support your head and your chest. The first thing that's going to feel stressed is your hips, and we are targeting the outer right hip. Aside from that, and there's compression in the front of that hip too. Okay, aside from that, you're going to try to relax your hips. Then bring that sense of relaxation and ease up the length of your back. And notice what's happening in your shoulders. And sometimes we just refer the tension from the hips up to the shoulders. Check in with your jaw, and your face, and your breath. If anything is tense or crunched up, you might be a little deeper than you need to, and you're not getting what you want to out of this pose. Okay, so lifting up onto forearms, or using your bolster. It's a good option. Good stuff. Okay. Okay, and once you've taken away that extra pressure in the shoulders and the gaze and whatever, and the jaw, notice how you can actually let your hips sink a little deeper into it. Okay? When you're breathing, when your breath is flowing, you're actually able to use each one of those exhalations to let yourself get deeper into this pose. If you're holding your breath, you're not letting that happen. Breath here, we're going to inhale, walk hands up towards hips. Okay, last opportunity, hold your left hip point forward and your right hip back, and long stretch along the back leg. We're going to take hands back underneath shoulders, tuck your back foot, get open across your chest, strong through your upper body, strong through your belly, tuck your back toes, lift the knee, and if you can add a little core, pull your shin up before you step back for down dog. Feel the difference between your two hips. Okay, and then when you're ready, inhale, left leg comes up, one-legged dog. Left front hip point facing down. Bend your knee, heel to bum. Then inhale, track your knee up towards the ceiling. Left hip point open to the long edge of your mat. Pull length from your armpit to your knee. Keep breathing. And exhale, wind back down. Inhale, send left knee to left wrist. walk your back leg down your mat. Check out your alignment. You've got thighs parallel with long edges of mat. Remember that there should be no pressure in your knee, otherwise you're flipping over. Figure 4. Get open across your chest. Pull length through your spine and your torso. Keep that length as you exhale to come down. You can stack your hands, or maybe you know right off the bat that you are going to keep your forearms on the mat. And after you've checked in with your knee, the only next important thing is that you keep checking in to make sure that you aren't keeping yourself out of the pose by tensing up. Use your breath, flow it in, flow it out. Embrace the ease, find it. Notice where your mind is. I'll pull you out of here in a second, but these long still holds are the perfect opportunity to practice keeping yourself in the present, right here, right now on your mat. So if you noticed as you were laying here that your mind wandered off in all kinds of places, it's perfectly normal to see if you can bring it back with scanning through your body, monitoring your breath, or even repeating an affirmation to yourself. For now, we're going to pull ourselves up, walking, sliding hands underneath shoulders, creating that space across the chest, which means engagement in the back, tucking the toe, engaging the belly, lifting the knee, shifting up, down dog, walk it in. Onto our backs. Get your strap ready, and or whatever props you're going to use as we go into our signature ending for this class. Find your way onto your back first. Open up your arms. Plant your entire length of your back from your sacrum all the way up to the back of your head. Just see if you can get it nice and flat and secure. And then if you are using your strap, you will set up for reclined caterpillar. Remember to put the strap on the bone part of your head. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Land your arms beside. And just allow yourself to rest in this perfect counterbalance. If you are not using the strap, you can put your feet up the wall and your head with a block underneath. Good stuff. Oh, you guys love this one, and I love that. One leg down and find scissors. Okay, so stay. Switch legs, do scissors on the other side. So bring your foot up, put the other one down. Find the ease. We're going to take this one into the twist, so whichever leg is up, and leave that one there. Take your strap. It doesn't really matter which shoulder you go to. I'm going to do the opposite thing. Just make sure you bring your arms out like a T so it's going to hold the strap there, and just start to let your leg go down, across, and turn your face away from your foot. Okay? It doesn't matter how low down your leg goes. As long as you feel that stretch on the IT band. And if the strap is too intense today, Remove the strap and just let your bent knee leg go down towards your props. Land them there. Bring this side up. Lean both feet back to the strap, and we're going to add in the elbows this time. Okay, so take your arms into the circle of the strap so that your elbow creases are what are counterbalancing your feet. Twist on the other side. So release one leg down. Take the strap to your shoulder. Open your wings. And let your leg come down. Let's bring this leg back up. Both feet to the strap. This time, the other end of the strap is going to your wrists. You're going to let your arms get heavy behind you. And try to flatten out the space across your shoulders onto the mat. So this kind of weight of your legs and your arms is helping that space get flat. Come down, don't worry about how much it pulls your arms away. Just see if you can find a counterbalance here. And putting just a little bit of compression in your front hip crease. Shoulders are still getting a little something. And your breathing, belly is expanding and getting massaged into your thighs. Completely remove your strap, land your feet, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Just land your arms to the sides. You walk them in, walk your shoulders in, find that flat space across your upper back. And land the back of your head. Pull a little bit of space between your shoulders and your ears. And pull a little space between your shoulders and your sit bones. So maybe even lifting up your pelvic bowl, guiding it down towards your feet and landing. And you feel like your whole back is perfectly supported. Your arms are laid out to the sides. And everything from the crown of your head to your hips feels supported and good. Feel the soles of your feet connecting with your mat. Let there be an energy that comes from there, that comes up through your legs, into your torso, your chest, your head and your arms. And with an exhalation, slowly send your right heel down your mat, lengthening the leg out and releasing it completely. Flop it. If your low back is okay, then go ahead and send your left leg out and flop. Make any new adjustments you need now for your shoulders, your low back, your arms, your head. So you can feel your whole body release. Let your breath be soft. Just follow the rise and the fall of your belly. So it softly moves up and down with each breath cycle. And your focus to your exhalations, and allow your exhale to take with it any tension or pollution that's left over in your body. Find yourself in a state of calm, release. And there's an ease that you just sense throughout your whole body. Your face is soft. Your chest is soft. Your belly. Your hips. Clear your mind of anything that may or may not have wandered in here. Create an empty space that's nurturing and welcoming and hovering just above your face. And let all of your awareness be anchored into that empty space, surrounding you, holding you, and keeping you safe. There's nothing to do in the empty space. It's there for you to simply exist in. And as you hover in this empty space, you can allow your body to heal. Let your empty space be so nurturing and healing. Just being in there heals you. Physically, mentally, emotionally. You are surrounded by healing space. And all you need to do is be there. Now, as you release your space and come back down onto your mat, picture yourself as you are on your mat right here and right now. See the length from the heels to the crown. See the space across your collarbones, down the lengths of your arms, to your palms and to your fingers. Sense the ease that you have in your whole body as it lays here still, calm and well. Picture a little orb of light hovering above the crown of your head. It can be whatever color you wish. See it glowing softly in a beautiful little orb. You can tell that this is a healing light. You just feel it, you sense it. is focused on this beautiful orb of light hovering above the crown of your head. You allow it to shine on you. Feel the light shining down over your forehead, over your eyelids, the bridge of your nose, the balls of your cheeks, your lips, your chin, and your jaw. Let the light shine down across your chest, your shoulders, the length of your arms, your belly, your hips, your legs and kneecaps, your shins, your feet. The light shines down, giving you a sense of warmth, wellness, and ease. And as you refocus on the light shining just above the crown of your head, you begin to follow it as it moves around your body, healing each and every bit of you, little by little. Follow the light as it hovers above your right thumb, next finger, next finger, next finger, pinky finger, palm of your right hand, elbow crease, armpit, right collarbone, right side belly, right hip, right upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, right big toe, next toe, next toe, next toe, pinky toe, sole of the right foot. The light shines on the whole right side of your body. The whole right side. Feel your whole right side. Now picture the light back at the crown of the head, softly glowing, and moving down to left thumb, next finger, next finger, next finger, pinky finger, palm of the left hand, elbow crease, armpit, left collarbone, left side of the chest, left side belly, left hip, left leg, kneecap, shin, ankle, left big toe, next toe, next toe, next toe, pinky toe, sole of the left foot, see the light shining on the whole left side of your body, the whole left side. The light shines on the whole left side. See the light returning to hover above the crown of your head. Feel the light shining down onto your face. See the light growing, getting bigger, beginning to hover over your whole body. Feel the light shining down over your whole body as one. Your whole body. The light shines down and penetrates through your whole body. See the light moving back to hover smaller above the crown of your head. Let the light begin to drift away with peace and ease and a comfort that it'll come back whenever you need it. See the light getting further and further. Now see your body laying on the mat, nurtured and well, having been touched by the light. Begin to feel the breath coming in through your nose into your body. Become aware of fingers and toes, palms and soles of feet. Take movement little by little back into your body, however it feels right. Find movement coming to your elbows and your knees. And taking your time, rolling yourself onto whichever side feels best. Curling up into fetal pose. Drawing your knees in, tucking your chin down. Letting the back side of your body protect your heart center. So that now, without any conditions or judgments, you can check in with yourself and fully, authentically offer whatever it is that you need or want. Take your moment. It's just about you. And when you feel ready, guide yourself up to seated. Let your head be the last to rise. And you're taking your time. Finding your breath lengthening you up and grounding you down. You feel the muscles in your belly releasing so that it can balloon out with ease as you fill your belly, your rib cage, and your chest. Releasing it all, flowing with ease. Take our thumbs to forehead and close practice. Namaste.